Hello Terraria enthusiasts, my name is James and welcome back to the Calamity Mod. So in today's episode, it's my goal to explore the Abyss. Now, truth be told, I have been there, and I don't mean in a previous series. I recorded half of an episode earlier, and then I noticed that the audio was like rubbish. It was just broken for some reason. So I'm glad I only recorded half when I tested my audio out, because we've been to the Abyss, but we haven't done everything. So we're exploring that today. Now, some little visual things. I extended out the town a little bit, and then I got to here and I was like, I don't know what to put down. Like, I'm really not sure what to build. Before we had a big gap here. That's where I would spawn at the start of every day. And then what I did was I extended the basement here to have a bed because I needed a spawn point. And that's it, really. I put some trees around too. And I've got another build I'm going to show you guys later. So it's time to go to the Abyss. Man, I was having a little bit of trouble when I was there, which is actually why I stopped the recording to test the audio out in the first place. Because there's like a weird pathfinding to that biome. Like, let me explain. So at the minute, we can't mine the blocks to go down into the Abyss, but what we can do is explode very certain blocks, right? And it's these little green blocks. So it took me a little while to figure that out, and I was gonna like cut it all out and, you know, bring it back in and explain how we were gonna, you know, blah blah blah. Oh man, let's go to the Abyss. I tell you what though, I've had a really good day, a really productive day. So I woke up super early and I drove my partner to work. And I don't usually try and do this every other day, but it was different because today I was like trying to do her a favor because I wanted her to like get there on time. But then I've also been like super protective of my car because I bought a new car recently. I've mentioned that a few times. And I'm super protective of it. Like, I don't want it getting scratched. I don't want people looking at it. People can't breathe on that bad boy. So I'm like, well, if I drive it, I get to drive it home and park it where I know it's safe and can't be damaged. Unless like a tree falls down on it. For those wondering, the branch on the big tree, still not fallen. I look up at it every day and I'm like, please, can you hurry up and fall? So that's how I started my morning. And it's funny that, because I'm so protective of this car. I really, really am. But with our last car, I wasn't really protective at all. I still cared for the car. The last car was more like my partner's than mine. It was definitely more feminine, this car. It had beautiful white seats. It was a lovely white colour. I spilt a coffee all down the seats. So that's how protective I was of it. I was an absolute train wreck looking after that thing. For real. I would never get a car with white seats again. This is a train wreck waiting to happen. So we're going to take Gills, Shine, Night Owl, and we're using our Victide armor again, even though we got rid of it the other day, because of the fact that it allows you to navigate the Abyss even better, right? So these are the items I've got. I've got the Strange Orb, which summons a young siren, which is a pet, and that pet is good, because the Abyss requires light to maneuver, and we now have light. So cool. The only problem is this biome is harder with the armor that we've got on. I really should have brought stuff. So these are the chests that I've explored. In the original episode, the one that had the bulked audio, I went to the dungeon and I got myself a shadow key. Okay, I want that. And we'll have a look at everything in a minute. That's what I plan to do. I want to look at all the items that we get collectively so that it's a little bit more interesting. What's this? Sunken stew. Sunken stew. Delish. Doesn't sound like something I would make. I tell you what, that's like, you know, Binging with Babish. I'm sure you've all seen him. It's a cookery channel here on YouTube. And he recreates a lot of, like, stuff from TV shows. That's what he would make. So at the minute, because of the blocks that you can blow up and can't blow up, I am screwed. But I got the lionfish, which is actually what I wanted, because that's the rogue weapon. So in reality, I'm pretty pleased. But yeah, so you can't blow these up. We'll double test that actually, just to make sure. So nope, can't blow that up. But these, perfectly able to blow them up. It's probably because we need a molten pickaxe, truthfully, and I just can't be bothered to go get one. So there we go, not bad. I got everything done I needed to get done in there, and I'm pretty pleased. So in a second, I'm actually gonna put all this stuff away. because I've got so much, like, absolute junk on me. I've kind of had this approach in life today. Like, today I spent the majority of my day cleaning out my office. And it's hard to clean an office at this age, let me tell you. What is this? Cause potion sickness for 50 seconds instead of 60, restores 120 life and 150 mana. So these do 100 life, so these are better. Nice. And they are... why does it say 60-minute duration? Oh, it increases life regen for 60 minutes. Oh, that's interesting. Yeah, it gets harder at my age to clean up an office. I've kind of come up with a philosophy why. So I'm 22. And I don't know about you, but I have a bunch of, like, gamery stuff kind of lying around my room. Like, for example, I have, I don't know, like a Lego figure. I have a Lego figure of Doctor Who, for example, a little tiny one. And I'm like, I like that. I'm going to put that in my office. And that's kind of like a... I'm not going to say, it's obviously not childish, but it's like, of a younger age, a piece of Lego. But it doesn't have to be. Do you know what I mean? Like, it doesn't matter. Like, if I have a Lego figure, that's all good. You know, it's not actually immature. It's just that, like, if you were to put it into a spectrum... God, I hope I'm not... I hope I'm explaining myself, alright? But what I'm trying to get across is that when you get to my age, you've accumulated a lot of stuff like that. Like, for example, like... I've got, like, this Lego figure. I've got key rings. I really need a drink. I don't know if you can tell. God, my throat. One sec. Big gulps. That's way better. I was, like, trying to talk with a sore throat then. That was not a good idea. So, like, it was hard. Like, I had to, like, start putting all this stuff away to make my office even cleaner. But I'm glad I did. Is what I'm trying to get across. But I like filling my room out with nerdy stuff. Python's the exact same. Me and Python spoke about this before. How if you're going to have an office, you're going to fill it with nerdy stuff. I definitely have my fair share of nerdy stuff. And I mean nerdy in the best way. Okay, so we got the Deadly Black Anurian. I don't know what that... I literally don't know how to pronounce that word. It's probably the name of a frog, let's be real. When I was a kid, I was obsessed with frogs. I really, really was. Like, I used to carry this Kermit teddy around with me when I was like a young kid. I used to call it Giggy, right? And my parents took it off me one day. And basically, like, because they were like, we're afraid it's going to get lost or broken, blah, blah, blah. Because I carried this thing around me as a kid. And they were, like, kind of worried that if I ever lost it, I would be emotionally scarred, right? So they scarred me emotionally by taking it off me. And they hid it in the attic. And they told me that it was lost forever. And it wasn't. They'd hid it in the attic, and I got it delivered to me on my 18th birthday. So if there's ever a story of oversharing, that's definitely one. All right, let's see. Let's get some potions out. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. I took the time today to really make sure that I had everything I needed. Life Force, why not? So you can't get Life Force at this stage of the game. I got that simply from the Abyss. I'm pretty pleased about that. Let's see, Reforge. Oh man, I've got something excited to look forward to. So this is the problem with this, is that I'm talking about an event that will be over by the time that you guys watch this, because I post these videos quite late. At least late for me. I post them at 9 o'clock in Britain because it's a great time if people are wanting to watch something before they head off to sleep. And it's also a great time because, you know, people are getting home from work in America or whatever they're doing, you know, work, school, college, uni, whatever. You know, it's a perfect time for those, right? Australia, everywhere else in the world, not a clue. Not a clue what time it is for you guys. Oh, man, I want to show you this. So this is, I wanted to build something today. I want something thematic. So I decided I'm going to build a pyramid. And I found this pyramid style. It's from Chaos, actually. Chaos, the YouTuber and builder. But then what I thought I would do is I'd put the Assassin's Creed logo on it, because I've been talking about Assassin's Creed Origins all throughout the series. So I thought that's going to be the perfect build. I actually completely forgot I built that, truthfully. If we weren't walking this way, I'd have gone the whole episode without telling you about it. But yeah, that's a design I saw from Chaos. It's not quite what Chaos built, but it definitely inspired me. I've been really enjoying finding inspiration recently. Oh, that was yeah, okay. So when I press buff then, that actually took that as if it was a buff. That sunken stew. Okay, let's zoom out. Oh, he also made the wings in the episode that you guys won't get to see. So we're going to use the lionfish. And it is slimy god time. We'll see how we do. So according to you guys... Oh, no, I just remembered. Right. Fungal clump. Sorry, mate. Yeah, oh, man. Let me get my bearings together. Yeah, you guys let me know that it doesn't matter what order I'm destroying these in. All that matters is that I'm destroying them. And there's a bunch of them. But the lionfish really is a powerful weapon. Let's be real. Man, it's Wall of Flesh after this. I'm kind of sad about that. Because, I'm just not ready for the series to hit hard mode. Pre-hard mode's always my favorite. Oh, what am I on about? I mentioned this event. Sorry, I got sidetracked. Yeah, the event I'm excited for is they're hosting a Q&A on the official Terraria Discord tonight. An AMA, it's their first ever one. And I get to be the guest. I get to be the guy that does the AMA. I've always wanted to do an AMA. I've never thought I was interesting enough to do one, though. Still don't think I'm interesting enough to do one. And, but I am excited for it. I'm really excited. But it's at 7 o'clock. And, again, you guys won't get to... I really should have plugged it yesterday, truth be told. But I'm going to talk about it on Twitter and link it out on YouTube's community dashboard. So maybe you did see it. I don't know. But I am very much excited to do it. Because I don't do Q&As. And I imagine there might be a few questions, especially if we get some people in there that watch the series and don't just watch the news videos. We'll definitely get some more interesting questions. But that being said, the people that watch the news videos, I imagine they'll want to know about my favorite opinions on a few items and stuff. So I'm quite excited to talk about that. Any chance I get to talk about Terraria, I'll take it. I really will. I've built a life out of it. Man, I just keep taking this coffee. My throat, it's not like sore. It's just that it gets phlegmy. Ugh. That's a gross word. We got the mana overloader. We got the static refiner. Can be placed. I don't think I've ever used a static refiner, or it's had a sprite change, and I have no idea what it is. Statagel block. So we got a electrolyte gel pack. Permanently makes adrenaline mode take 10 less seconds to charge. We also got the Abyssal Tomb, casts a slow-moving ball of dark energy. Amazing. We got some more Laudanum. We got some Purified Gem. Makes you immune to all damage and most debuffs for 10 seconds. Cannot be consumed while Potion Sickness is active. So this is the item you only ever get one of, and I always forget to use it. Man, these sprites look so similar. The Slime God. It is a travesty, one of the most threatening biological terrors ever born. If the creatures were allowed to combine every slime on the planet, it would be nearly unstoppable. Mwahaha. Mwahaha. Very cool. So, Wall of Flesh. Man, I'm sad to see it happen, but we got to go set it up. I haven't been to hell. I need to go to hell. So, I'm going to have to get a mining potion. Thank you very much. Yeah, I'm going to have to get a mining potion because we've not dug down yet. And I've been sticking with this Hellevator, although I gave up on the Hellevator because I was getting bored of mining it. So as you can see, I've got quite far with the Hellevator, just not quite enough. So I don't know if we'll be doing the Wall of Flesh today. I think it might be a project for tomorrow. Just because I want to transition into hard mode at the start of the episode. I think that'd be a little bit funner. And then we can spend the episode doing all the hard mode stuff. God, it always sucks going into hard mode. For some people, when they play Terraria, the game doesn't begin until you hit hard mode. Think of it like that. Like, I remember when Terraria first came out, like, there obviously was no hard mode. So the end of the game was Skeletron. Isn't that weird to think about? That the game once ended with Skeletron? That's crazy, right? But for me, I don't know. The game is definitely the best in pre-hard mode. I think the reason I like pre-hard mode so much is because of the fact that it's more relaxed. You know, when you go into hard mode, you've got to beat a boss, and that's quite a tense boss. And then you've got to go mining. You've got to make all the new accessories. You've got to farm for all the bosses. All the weapons take longer to farm for. I think that's one of the things about hard mode that gets me down. Like, in pre-hard mode, you find whatever you find and you roll with it, right? You make it work. For example, you might make a bow, might make a sword, but if you find some accessories in a chest, you're using them, right? But in hard mode, it's like, all right, take all that stuff, start combining it. Oh, but don't worry. If you're not into that as much as I am, I cut most of that out once I get to hard mode. Okay. Breathing tube. I would like some breathing, please. Nice. Very nice. Cool. But yeah, part of the productive day as well, I was saying this earlier. But part of my productive day is I had like a really long walk. I've been really enjoying those. I feel like when you do YouTube for a living, or if you do any kind of office job for a living, having a good walking system is essential, in my opinion. It sounds lame, but I actually love it, right? I think a lot of people love it. I don't know if it sounds that lame, to be fair. I think a lot of people like walking around and stuff. Python, man, that man does not know how to walk, I tell you that. We walked around for a few hours once, and he was beat. He was really, really beat. He needs to build up that walking stamina. Stamina. But me, I love to walk, honestly. But yeah, I had this really long walk. It was a couple of hours. Oh, it was great. It was really great. Oh, so I've been meaning to bring this up as well. Got so many things to talk about today. So a few days ago, I've got to remember that the series isn't a few weeks yet. It's not even that old. But a few days ago, I was talking about my little hobby of looking for retro games, and I was explaining that whenever I have a retro game in mind, I don't go online. I will only ever get it if I can find it in a shop, because that makes it more interesting for me, and it keeps the hobby alive, right? So that's what I was up to. Well, that's what I've been up to every day, right? I always take the time to do this. And I've been hunting for a copy of Mario Party on the DS for weeks. Ever since I got Mario Party on the Switch for my birthday, I've been really wanting the DS version because I got it from a partner, and she grew up playing the DS one. And I thought, God, if I could get this DS one, it's going to be so good because, I don't know, she don't play many games, and I think it's always best if you can find a game that you both like. So if I know that there's a game out there that she likes, I'm like, gotta find it, right? And anyway, I found it. It's so good. Oh, it's so good. I didn't know if I would like it because it's a DS game at the end of the day, and I thought, I don't know how good DS games were because I don't really go back and play old DS games. I had a DS and I loved my DS, but I don't necessarily get nostalgic about it. I get nostalgic about old Pokemon games. Like, for example, they had a Diamond Pearl, Black and White 2. What are the other ones they had on DS? Or is that it? But they had those on DS, and I get nostalgic about those. And as you all know, I was playing through Pokemon White the other week, and I was loving that. I was really enjoying that. Haven't finished it, though. I got to one bit, and I just stopped playing it. I need to go back to it. It was in the New York part as well. It's when you got to the big city, I was like, I'm all right. So yeah, it was great. I really enjoyed it. All right, so that's all the stuff I need to do in Hell. And like I mentioned, I'm going to do the Wall of Flesh tomorrow so that we have like a better episode format, if that makes sense. Because if I do it today, it'll just be a little bit rushed. And I kind of want to like, I don't know, I want to do it a little bit better. So, that being said, I actually had to stop recording to do the Ask Me Anything that I was talking about. And it was great. So I wanted to take a little bit of time just to say, if you were there and you asked me a question, thank you. I tried to make sure, behind the scenes, that I was answering a question from each person, because there was obviously loads of people giving multiple questions. So I was trying to make sure that basically I'd answered everyone. And I feel really happy with it. The people that set it up, my God, thank you so much. It was all set up by the staff of the Discord itself. And it was great. I really enjoyed it. I had a lot of fun with it. I did it for about an hour and a half, and I answered a hell of a lot of questions. So I've got the questions next to me. I've got some of them. And I thought, while we do this event, because I wanted to get this done, like I mentioned yesterday, it's kind of important. And one of the reasons I'm doing it is so that I'll just keep getting Defender medals, because you need 5 for the next weapon. So if I farm this out until I've got 5 medals, then at least I can get myself a new weapon or something. And I thought this weapon would be good. It's a frog boy. So one of the questions I got was, what is your favourite movie franchise, and which film out of it is your favourite? I was kind of torn about this. I was going to say Lord of the Rings, but I had to go with Back to the Future. I'm a big Back to the Future guy. Second one was always my favourite, because I think when you're a kid and you're watching Back to the Future 2, the experience of being like, what would the future look like, is amazing. I mean, I'm pretty sure at one point we've all had thoughts of the future. It's only a shame now, though, because they go to the year 2015, as we all know. And that sucks, because obviously it's way past that now. And it's not as good as what you imagined. The only thing that we've got that I really enjoy is electric skateboards. I know in the film they use like hoverboards, but I love electric skateboards. I want to do some electric skateboard videos soon. They've got a new version coming out of a board that I reviewed, so I'm going to be talking about that in a little while. People asking me if I'll do series when updates come out. I think that was pretty obvious. Of course I'm gonna. Easiest part about Terraria, somebody asked that. I said the space between Plantera's death and Duke Fishron. So that moment after you've defeated Plantera, you're pretty much golden to do whatever you want. Like, all the bosses are super easy. Golem is super easy. If you're playing the right mode, Duke Fishron is super easy. So, yeah, that was my answer to that. So it was good. I think what they're going to do is they're going to make a big document file with all of the questions and all of the answers. So I'll be able to link that maybe tomorrow, and you guys can read through it if you're honestly interested. To be fair, if you watch the videos daily, you'll pretty much know the answers to all of them. There's a lot of people there from just from the Discord itself, just kind of asking like interesting questions. It was really good. I was very surprised how varied the questions would be. So that was good. Right, well, we are wave 3 into this. Is this where we got yesterday? We got to wave 4, and then we got let down. I feel like that's going to happen again. I probably should put down. For one, I've got to close Discord, because now it's beeping away. Where's my new weapon? Why can't I see this weapon? Have I gone Terraria blind? I think I have. I was going to put down all my little turrets and stuff, but I can't see the weapon. Okay, watch out for these bad boys. Buff up if I need to. There we go. I think one of my mana power potions probably ran out by now. Oh, there we go. Right, I'm trying to do one side at a time. I think that might work. Okay. Come on. Oh, I think this might actually work. I do. I have faith in this. It's only the flying ones I've really got to worry about now. Oh, nice. Okay, and I think how many defender medals are I got 4 defender medals. That's perfect. Where is this weapon? Have I put it away, or am I actually... Oh, it's there! I thought it was a pickaxe! I literally thought it was a pickaxe. Oh my god, I'm a moron. Somebody should have asked me if I thought I was a moron, because the answer would have been yes. There we go. Can I get any more down? Is it physically possible? I don't think so. Alright, last round, I believe. So I'm just going to do the same thing. I'm going to work on one side and then the other. God, I really hope they add to this. I feel like they might. They're doing, obviously, I mentioned this in the Chippy Gaming video, but they're making a new Dungeon Defenders game. It's being kickstarted, and I reckon Terraria will probably want to do something with it eventually. I would love that. Obviously, Dungeon Defenders is not made by Terraria, but the developers are clearly quite close. Okay. I'm going to work on the Dark Mage. Or should I be working over here? No, I'm going to work on that Dark Mage, because that Dark Mage summons stuff. Okay, the thing is about halfway... Oh, no. Oh, no. Okay, this is going terribly now. Oh, it was going so well. Please. I think I focused on the wrong points. Yeah, I focused on the wrong points. Alright, that was good enough. I'm proud of my attempt at least. And at least we did something today of use. Okay, all these enemies should disappear, right? Did it leave behind a coin? No. Well, what I'll do is tomorrow I'll actually... I'll farm it out and I'll get my extra medal. Then we can use 2 weapons during it. It just makes it a little bit easier. But for now, guys, that's going to be it. Thank you all for watching today. Man, it's been a great day. It really has. I've just had a good day today. I love this weapon too. It looks so cool. Right, thank you for watching, guys, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.